Hello friends, welcome to the next lecture on motors in the series of Arduino less Arduino, and we'll see here the motor driver L293D. In the last lecture I have shown you the driver using NPN transistor. In this lecture I am showing you the integrated driver L293D. Basically it is H bridge, and the very important thing is, to this one driver IC I can interface two motors, and even I can control the direction of motor. So all these things we'll see in this lecture. Now if you see this IC, this is 16 pin IC. Now pin number 1 and pin number 9 are enable pin. Now these enable pins can also be controlled with the Arduino pins. Suppose if I have two motors and I have to make one motor on and other motor off, so I can make this enable of one motor high, so the motor connected connected to the this side will be on, and if I make this as low and this as high, the motor of the other side will become on. So I can control. Now this particular things are used in robotics. Now in robotics what happens, if I want the motor to move forward, so I'll make both enable, so both enable, and I'll give input to these two inputs, the motor will move forward. But if I enable one and if I disable one motor will be off and another motor will be on. So this will help in rotating or taking the diversion of the robot. Robot can move either left or right depending upon which motor is on and which motor is off. Now after this enable pin there are two inputs, input 1, input 2, this is for motor 1, and input 3 and input 4, this is for motor 2. Now if I give pattern 0 and 1, motor will move in one direction, 1 and 0, motor will move in another direction. So I can even change the direction of control of the motor. Now motor will be connected to pin number 3 and pin number 6. So you can see the motor is connected to pin number 3 and pin number 6, whereas input from the Arduino will be given to pin number 1 and 2 or pin number 3 and 4. Means I require 4 pins to control Arduino minimum, and if I'm using this enable pins also, then I need 6 pins, and pin number 4, 5 and 12, 13 are ground pins. So you can see the diagram here. Basically in this L293D there are dual H bridge. Now see, this control input 1, control input 2, this is for motor 1, control input 1 and 2, these are for motor 2. So this is motor 2 connected to pin number 14 and 11, and this is motor 1 connected to pin number 3 and 6, and pin number 4, 5 and 12, 13 are grounded. So this is how the motor will work. Now see here, when input 1 is high, so if this is high and input 2 is low, this is low, motor will move in forward direction. Means if I make this high and this low, motor will move in forward direction. So if I make this as low and this as high, motor will move in backward direction. So let's say if I make this as high and this as high, this as low and this as low, motor will move in forward direction. So the moment I make this low, this is low, and this high and this is high, motor will move in reverse direction. Now suppose if I give high and low and low and low, so this motor will be off and this motor will move, so robot may move towards left direction. Then if I make this as low and this as low, whereas this is high and this is low, motor will move in another direction. So in this way I can have a movement. So if I want to use the robotics control or the robotics, L293 is the best driver IC which we can use. So I hope the concept of driver is clear, and now let's go to the simulation part. Now in this circuit I've taken a DC motor, a L293 driver, and a potentiometer for speed control. If you don't want speed control, you can remove this potentiometer, and a switch is used. This switch will change the direction of rotation. Now here if it is moving clockwise direction, let's say it will show me positive rotation, and if moves in reverse direction, it will show me negative rotations. Now, as far as the potentiometer is concerned, the one end of the potentiometer is connected to positive, another end is connected to negative, and the output is connected to pin number A0. This is exactly the same which we have seen in my last video. Now here one switch is connected. This switch is connected to pin number 7, and another end of the switch is connected to ground. So when there is a high, it will move in one direction. When there is low, it will move in another direction. Now if you see L293D, now pin number 1 is connected to the pin number 11. So in this case, my speed of the motor or the motor is controlled with the help of pin number 11 of the Arduino. Now as far as input is concerned, pin number 10 is giving the input to the L293D, and another input is given from pin number 9. Means Arduino's pin number 10 and Arduino's pin number 9 are input for my motor. Now let's see the motor. So motor is connected to pin number, the two outputs of the L293D. So I hope the circuit is clear, and now we'll see how it will function. So prior to that, we'll see the code. Now here pin number 11 is the enable pin. The input of the motor are pin number 9, these inputs are pin number 9 and 10. Switch is pin number 7. Potentiometer is pin number 0. Now in setup, this in1 pin and in2 pin, which are the pins which connected to output. So this will go as an input to L293D. So pin number 9 and 10 are controlling the L293D, and through which it is controlling the motor. Speed is analog read pot value divided by 4. Now why it is divided by 4? Because maximum value which I'll get is 1024. So divided by 4, it will go to 255. Same thing can also be achieved by the map function, which I've explained in the previous lecture. So Boolean reverse, it is digital read the switch. So there is another function called a set motor, the speed and the reverse. So depending upon the input, that is reverse or not. Now see here, analog write enable pin speed. So this will enable the the L293D. Now see here, very nicely written, digital read this pin. Now let's say when the pin is 1, the another pin will become 0. So motor will move in one direction, and the moment button is pressed, the value from 1 will be changing to 0. So the pin which is getting 1 will change to 0, and the pin which was getting 0 will change to 1, and the direction of the speed motor will change. So this switch is helping in changing the direction of motor. So now let's see the simulation part. So let's see here, motor is moving with a negative speed, means it is moving in one direction. I'm changing the potentiometer value. See, the speed has become 9303. Now I'm going on changing the value of potentiometer slowly. See, this value has changed, the speed has changed. And now I'm again changing the value of potentiometer. See, the speed is reducing. And if I completely change, see, now it has become 0. So using my PWM function, I'm changing the speed. This is exactly same what we have done in my last lecture. But in last lecture, there was a transistor. Here it is L293D. Now see, the moment I press the switch, what happens? See, the speed has changed to 5,4. That is positive, means the direction of rotation has changed. Now if I make it to higher speed, it is 9.3 something. So if I press a button, see, the speed has changed. So in this way, I can control this motor with L293 driver. In my next video, I'll be showing you how I can control two motors with L293D. Till then, stay tuned, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.